What up, man? It's good to see you guys here. What's up, man? Welcome to Devontae Parson, Prolific Tay. You feel me, man? Thank you for coming on the channel where all we do is talk about how to transform into the person you need to become to prevail any obstacle, situation, and circumstances and elevate yourself, man. It's all about elevation on this thing, man. First of all, what I want you guys to do is please subscribe. If you like what I'm talking about, click that like button, share it out. Go and get on Instagram, follow me, and just tap in, bro. You know what I mean? Before we get on the Grant Cardone issue, take a moment to go do that, please. Give you a couple seconds. All right. It's good. Man, so look, everybody's going crazy about Grant Cardone. The video was leaked out about him saying the things he did about targeting black people. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll give like a paraphrase of what was said. He was on some kind of like, I don't know if it was the news or interview or something, but he said something to the point of, he has half of his audience is black people under the age of 40, and they target them. And the way they approach it is they speak to these individuals in a street way, in a way that's really dumbed down that they can comprehend, pretty much like that. And a lot of the black community, we're taking it as like, hold on, man, like, what are you saying? We're too stupid to comprehend what you're putting out. You feel what I'm saying? This content, we don't get it. You're trying to say that you target us, and not only you target us, but we're dumb. Pretty much, right? That's what that's the way a lot of people are taking it, right? I'm not saying that that's how I see it. I'll share that in a little bit, but that's how it's being taken. I've seen a lot of influencers speaking out about it that are against it. I know him 500 has been very vocal about the situation. Other influencers, I've seen Coach Stormy kind of defending him. You know, so there's a lot going on, right? Let me tell you my little take on this. I saw Grant Cardone. I started following Grant Cardone a few months ago. I seen his content a couple years ago, right? When I initially seen his content, I didn't really rock with his personality like that. The energy was kind of off for me. You know, I'm a Libra, so I'm a big energy feeler, right? It was more about certain ways that he said things I felt were fake, you know, and I believe I could see that he was targeting like the black community with the way he said it. It just didn't come off as authentic to me at all, right? However, I wasn't standing to the point where I felt like he was racist, may have some prejudiced views, but it wasn't what I wanted to rock with at the time. Now, in these last few months, I started paying more attention to him. I even put him on my vision board. I'm gonna tell you why. I respect the 10X. I respect the mentality of execution. I respect the mentality of execution, expanding and scaling everything you got going on. I love that. You know what I mean? So what I did was something that my mentor told me when I was in prison. He said, look, young bro, you have to learn how to take information and study it objectively, right? So with him, I was able to say, you know what? I might not rock with your energy and your personality, but I love what you're dropping. So I'm a rock with, I'm gonna study you objectively. I'm gonna extract all the information and knowledge that I can and apply it to what I have to do in my business and what I got going on, and take things to the next level, right? I don't have to like you to learn from you. For some reason, we feel like we have to like someone to learn from him. This man has been showing different signs of prejudiced behavior, right? He's been showing signs that, you know, he targets black people. Let's be honest. I don't think, maybe people weren't just paying attention. You know what I mean? There's a hyper lens, a hyper focus on the situation. But like Maya Angelou said, right? When someone shows you who they are, believe them. I believed it when I seen it. Now what I'm doing is like, hey, look, I see what you're doing. I see how you're doing it. Let me utilize this information and take it where I gotta go. And like I said, I'm not saying the man's a racist. And I don't really know what his intention was when he said that. Neil DeVizzo, he said something in an interview on David Shan's podcast where he was saying that, look, I wanted to say something to him about what he said about black people. In fact, I did. He said, but I realized, Neil said, I realized that he didn't mean no harm. That was another situation. He just doesn't know how to communicate effectively these things. And that's what I see. When I listen to Grant Cardone, when I watch him, you know, out with his family on vacation, which I love, when I watch him talking about business and sales and things like that and different matters and in promoting and all this stuff, I can see when he uses certain dialects to target African Americans. And I just laugh. I'm like, wow, that's corny. However, I take out what it is that I'm trying to get out of that situation. You know what I mean? So if I'm listening to him talk about time management and he says something goofy, like yeah, brother, and I'm like, that's goofy. But that was hella dope what you just said about manage your time in such and such manner, right? That's the point. You have to be able to take someone's information and knowledge and use it for yourself and say F their personality. Don't narrow yourself into this one lane of where I can only soak up information from these people because I don't like this person or these particular people. You're going to cut yourself off from a bunch of knowledge and potential money. Be sure to check yourself first and say, listen, is it that important to me, whatever the hell he got going on or saying he or she, to where I'm going to block myself from information that could probably take me, my family, my friends, my whole generation, my legacy to the next level. And I don't mean saying he's the only content creator that's pushing this information. There's a lot. But why narrow? You know what I'm saying? Why narrow yourself, you know, into a corner? You feel me? So yeah, we said, I'm not saying it was okay. I definitely feel like his team should have communicated. I don't think nobody really controls him. He's reckless with his words at times. That's him. You know what I'm saying? Watch that. He's reckless with his words at times. However, I don't think that we should cancel out the information that he's putting out there, bro, because you can use it. You know what I mean? And furthermore, what he said about targeting black people and pretty much getting after our money is what every race does. Take that. Every race does that. They come into black communities and knowing that we don't spend amongst each other, they extract money from us. And although they're not saying it out loud or not putting it in public, when they go back into their homes, more often than not, they're talking about it or they're thinking about it. So maybe this is the time to pay attention to each other and say, hold on, wait a minute, man. Grant Cardone just put us on game about something. This is what these people are thinking about us. Let's practice these group economics. Let's get together and make this 1.6 trillion, probably more now, that we actually control as a black community, circulate through our neighborhoods, circulate through our communities. Let's build some businesses, man. Let's build a network. Let's build an ecosystem, right? To where someone can't say something like that about us in the future about dumbing anything down for us to comprehend so we can purchase their products or their services. Let's use this to unite and grow and get bigger. And let's not use this as something just to fret and get mad about. Let's get powerful with it. Be prolific, man. If you haven't gotten the book yet, tap in with it. Forgive me. Pro Say, The Art of Becoming More. It's a book that I wrote right after I got out of prison. I take all the different lessons that I learned while I was in prison. I made them practical enough to where you don't got to go to juvenile jail or prison to apply these life lessons. We talk about things like how the killers of success, procrastination, how is laziness, ignorance, and fear, how to flip those on their back and become successful. Get your copy if you haven't. Tap the link in the bio. Follow me on Instagram. The link's also there. I'll send you a signed copy if you reach out to me, man. Much love. Stay focused and productive.